Yeah, I mean, I think during my recruitment process, I was looking for the best overall fit, whether that was having a quarterback, a good offensive coordinator, how can they use me, how can I fit around the team. I think Oregon was the best program in that aspect, and then I wanted to come to a program where I can just help them get over the edge and win. Obviously, Oregon has a good history of winning every year, but I want to be that added piece to them to help them, reach their goals to the college football playoffs and hopefully win a championship here.
You look at so many new wide receivers. How are you guys kind of gelling, and how are you working behind the scenes to kind of catch up and get up to speed?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of great wide receivers here. Leaving the school that I previously was at, everybody was asking me, they have a good receiver room here at Oregon, and that was one of the reasons I committed here as well. You can learn from those guys. I was at a program where it was like 4 or 5 receivers that got drafted, and obviously they're doing well in the NFL now, but just taking my talent here and the knowledge that I have in this receiver room and asking them questions, asking them guys, they help me off the field with the playbook and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see how we all gel this season.
What are you seeing from Trayshawn behind the scenes that we haven't got to see?
I think he's a hard worker. I mean, obviously, Trayshawn, he kind of brought me in to the side, like, okay, help me out with the plays, and I'm asking him, what do you do here in press release, and he's asking me certain stuff. So, we can all take little small details from everybody's game and put it into our own game.
See, that's tough, though, because you are competing for us. I mean, all you are competing spots, but you try to get that camaraderie and work together more so to help each other out.
Right, yeah, most definitely. I mean, we are a team. So, going throughout the year, injuries may happen or whatever the case may be. But, I wanted to get as much information from any receiver. I think I could take Troy Franklin and put his stuff in my game. I mean, I think we got a lot of receivers that's kind of different as far as physical size, speed, and stuff like that, what we do. But we could take the little stuff that he does good and put it into our game.
Do you consider yourself a fit for outside receiver and slot? Kind of where's your preference if you have one?
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the big reasons why I committed to the University of Oregon as well. Showcasing that I can have the ability to play outside and play inside and, run different routes in the route tree and not be limited to, just playing one specific spot the whole game. So I think that both spots for me, I'm very comfortable at. So I wouldn't say I have one that I, prefer over the other.
For Oregon fans who were not familiar with you at the other place, what do you want them to know about you now that you're a Duck? What do you want them to know about you?
Yeah, I'm just excited to showcase what I can do. Playing inside and outside, showcasing, okay, he can take the roof off of defense, and he also can run a slant and score 90 yards. Being an aspect in the special teams game, punt return, kickoff return, and being electric, being excited, getting this team over that edge and being a spark every week.
Talk about wanting to show your versatility, right? Running different routes. What have you seen, or what have those conversations with Will Stein been like? How promising is it that you're going to get to showcase your entire game?
Yeah, I mean, coming in, I was looking at the playbook, going over the plays, and I was just excited. Like, all the plays, the different stuff that they have in the playbook is like, man, I'm unlimited what I could do. So I think just running everything in the route tree and then lining up inside and outside, lining up in the backfield, just doing whatever I could do to, showcase that, okay, this guy, he can run routes and he can be explosive in the run game and he can make this block and do everything, the little details everybody wants to see.
When you and Tez and Trayshawn all coming together to play the same position, transparent, do you, like, away from the field, do y'all have a little camaraderie? Like, do y'all hang out? Do you live together, anything like that? Like, How do you build that up, that chemistry?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Lennon does a great job of having the guys come over to his house and doing things like that. Obviously this weekend we went paintballing with the whole team and to get that bonding. As a receiver core, yeah, we do small things, go out to dinner and stuff like that. And outside of the field, I try to talk to the guys and pick their brain and go over the playbook outside of when we're at the facility, see what they like, see what they thinking at the line and stuff like that. Yeah.
And you're probably you're going through the same stuff together as transfers.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Just trying to catch up and get to know everybody. And what's that process like?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good process. I mean, obviously, I kind of knew Trayshawn. He's in California. He was in California when I was out there in high school, so I got to see him on the market. Me and Tez, we're kind of new to each other, just getting to know each other. But Tez he's been wonderful to me on the field. He was here during spring, so on the field, he kind of helped me on the field when I'm confused about a play. He's like, okay, this is the play. Okay, so then outside the field, I always tell him, I appreciate to help me out on the field, and then outside of football, just talking to him like, okay, what is your mindset when you do this and when this play comes, and what is the specific details that Coach Junior Adams tells him, and he always shares that with me. So that was pretty good to see.
What was Trayshawn like in high school as a player?
He was dynamic. He went to Narbonne, I went to Corona Centennial, so we played them guys twice my high school year. But he was a great receiver. He a guy that can take a catch 60 yards for a touchdown, and that's always my favorite thing. What guys can be explosive and make them big plays, and he was one of them guys.
What about the chemistry with Bo, with the quarterbacks coming in and building that too? Obviously, because they're not the same position group, so you're not in on the same meetings all the time. What's that like, kind of coming in and trying to get that done quickly?
Yeah, I mean, it was a a big transition for me. He helped me transition to here, getting home, making me feel at home. He did a pretty good job of that. And then on the field, I mean, he's a phenomenal talent. I mean, his ball and the way he throws the ball, the accuracy where it's at, is like, man, that was one of the biggest reasons I came here as well. And you know, to see him want to accomplish his goals this season, and just being that receiver that can help him, you know, get over the edge and win games and accomplish his individual goals, but the team goals as well.
Sorry, just a quick follow-up with developing that kind of route chemistry with Bo and knowing you're going to be here in that particular if something goes wrong. What are some of the challenges of doing that kind of? Because obviously he's only going to be here one more year, doing that really quickly for one more year.
Yeah, just being consistent. I mean, every day going out there trying to run the best routes I can and get separation so he knows, okay, when I do look that way and then read, this guy's going to be open. He's going to feel comfortable throwing me the ball. So just being on the same page as him, asking him when we get off the field, okay, how do you want me to run this route? What do you see? The coverages. When he plays this coverage, do you want me to, you know, run it this way, or do you want me to break out this way? So just always being on the same page with him is going to help me in the long run.
When you guys go over to Coach Lanning's house, like when he invites, like who's cooking? Like what's the vibe like? Is it catered? Like does it feel like you have your coach there? Like kind of take me through an afternoon.
Yeah, I mean it's different. It's different things. The last time, it was catered food, but I mean everybody's there. Just it feels like a family. Like the biggest thing I came here, it feels like a family. Everybody's genuine, from the coaching staff to the players. It was like they welcomed me with full arms, and I appreciate the team for that. And I think everybody there was like, it's just a family vibe, and everybody's there eating, having fun, and you know that's what the biggest thing that I took.
Is he like a memorabilia on the wall type of guy? Like how quick after you go into his house do you know what he does?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's pretty like a quiet guy. You know, I don't think about it too much. You know, I'm just there for the team, and you know we go out there and do activities. You know, play basketball, go swimming, or whatever case may be.
Don't you want to see him behind the grill?
Right. Yeah. Most definitely.
Give me something, coach. What do you got?
Yeah. Right.
How fast is Roderick Pleasant?
Fast.
Well, like
that boy's,
explain that to me.
I mean, I haven't seen something that fast with my own two eyes in person on the football field. I know during speed training, he kind of lined up against some of the fast guys on the team, and he got respect from everybody after that race. So
when you have a guy coming in and it's everyone kind of knows him for his speed, or like you guys kind of like sizing a guy up, like first time you get on the field, like let's see what this looks like in cleats.
Yeah, I think most definitely. I think the guys, you know, I think here everybody's competitive. So when we're out there speed training for the team, some guys want to line up to him and see what it is, and I think that he proved to everybody like, yeah, this is for real. It's not just no stats on paper. I really can run fast.
Is he cocky about it, or is
no?
he
He's a very humble guy. Like he's a quiet guy. Now he's not gonna say too much, but he knows like I can run. Yeah, he knows he can run, but he's a humble guy though. Yeah.
You said you and Trayshawn played twice in high school. How did that go for you? Who won?
My team won the game.
Both of them?
Yeah, we won both games. I think offensive wise, both our teams were good though. They had a pretty high amount of recruits on their team as well, and we did too on my team. But yeah, we won both games.
And you said those high schools, were you guys rivals or just?
No, it was kind of we're not even in the same division in high school. It was kind of just those games. Like a non-conference game. Yeah, exactly.
Were you able to go paintballing this last weekend?
Yes, sir.
Were there anyone that stood out to you that you kind of think about a little bit differently now that you've seen them paintball?
No, not really. Not really. I mean, all the guys are out there just doing what they could do, Not really.
What were your opinions on Oregon prior to coming to Oregon? What were your thoughts about the school and the program and the culture, just all of it?
Yeah, I mean, they have a great culture, a great fan base, and that was a big thing for me coming in here. The fan base was amazing, and you always know that coming in, seeing the games and here in the stadium. They recruited me coming out of high school, so I got a chance to come to the game and see what they do, during the breaks, the fourth quarter, the chance they do and stuff like that. So it was always good to, be on this side, be on this side of the coaching now.
Mm-hmm. Now that you're here, what are your initial just thoughts on Eugene as a city? What have you been up to? What have you seen? Food that's good? Other
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean, I think the nature is one thing that stood out to me. I'm a big nature guy. I like to go and hike and do stuff like that. The food's been pretty good as well. I found a new brunch spot that I like. I go there consistently. So
where at?
It's in Coburg or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's not too far, like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jerry.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.